Hello, graceful morning. A warm welcome to Maritime and Port News. Maritime and Port News is proudly sponsored by the Ghana Shippers Authority. They provide you with the best in all your shipping solutions. Contact them at the Shippers House in Accra, and also supported by Amin Scientific and Alternative Medical Hospital. Amin, God is our healer. You can also listen to Maritime and Port News on Omanfm in Kumasi and on YouTube Live on Omanfm. I am Boateng in our stories. The Bulk Oil Storage and Transportation Company Limited, BOST, says it has discovered the adulteration of petroleum product at its depot in Kumasi in the Ashanti region. BOST, in a statement, said it made the discovery during its pre-discharge testing processes. The statement continued that as standard practice, products are tested to confirm their chemical composition before loading onto a truck. Upon arrival at their destination, the same product testing is carried to ensure what loaded onto the truck is what has been transported before discharge is permitted. It said during the pre-discharge testing of products aboard a BRV, it was discovered through the basic test that the chemical composition of the product at the destination differed from what was loaded on the truck. BOST made a call for confirmation test, which proved that the result of the basic test was correct. The product aboard the truck was adulterated. It has given the assurance that none of these adulterated products will find their way into its tanks and the market. According to BOST, the truck and its content are being held at a safe place whilst investigations continue. The Secretary of the Ghana Tuna Association GTA, Mr. Richester Ni Matthew, says Ghana needs to train fishing crew to boost the activities of the fishery industry. Mr. Matthew said the lack of fishery schools in the country was a major challenge for stakeholders in the industry, as sailors on board vessel needed to be certified by the Regional Maritime University because a lot of safety on board was needed, yet no training for them. The Tuna Association, which is among 5 leading producers of tuna in the world, currently has 37 tuna vessels made up of 20 poles and line and 17 persons on the register of the International Commission for the Conservation of Atlantic Tunas. He has appealed to the government to empower the citizens to take over and control their own affairs in the fisheries sector, which is capital intensive. In other stories, Britain's biggest container port is struggling to cope with the volume of cargo passing through it with just 10 weeks to go until Christmas. Its peak season at Port of Felixstowe and the site has become severely congested due to, in part, to the shortage of HGV drivers. The port's management is taking actions to improve the flow of traffic, but is considering turning vessels away unless the situation improves. Currently, the average shipping container which arrives at Felixstowe is spending more than 9 days at the port before it is collected. This is double the average dwell time for import containers in 2020. In the last week of September, the average wait time was higher than at any point last year, including during November 2020, when the port last experienced severe congestion. Haulers operating at Felixstowe says they have had to downsize due to the shortage of drivers. Last week, shipping companies including Maersk, Evergreen Marine Corp, and CCMA-CGM had empty containers turning away from Felixstowe. They were transported onto other UK ports including Liverpool, T-Sport, Port of Tyne and Tilbury. In our final story, DP World and CDC Group have formed a partnership to develop port in Africa and committed to spending $1.72 billion on infrastructure over the next few years. DP World, which is based in Dubai and is one of the world's biggest port operators, will invest $1 billion in facilities in Dakar, Senegal, Egypt, and Somaliland. CDC, a UK-based development finance group, will initially contribute $320 million and has committed an additional $400 million over the next few years. The partnership, along with the modernization and expansion at the port, is expected to boost trade in the three territories, as well as further inland in Mali, in West Africa, and Ethiopia in the Horn of Africa. The company said in a statement on Tuesday they intend spending about $1 billion on the port in Dakar alone. Thus, the company believes would enhance the capacity of these three countries in the short term. On this note, we'll wrap up this morning's edition of Maritime and Port News. Maritime and Port News is proudly sponsored by the Ghana Shippers Authority. They provide you with the best in oil shipping solutions. Contact them at the Shippers House in Accra, and also supported by Amin Scientific and Alternative Medical Hospital. Amin, God is our healer. My name is Nanisi Bottom, producers, Kweku Abwaji and Agent Do. Have a pleasant day.